Hello, my name is Nathan Peterson and I am a licensed clinical social worker. If you have OCD and you like Harry Potter, this is the video for you. So have you ever read the books The Sorcerer's Stone, or some people call it the Philosopher's Stone? There is an analogy that I use when it comes to OCD and Harry Potter. Where Harry, Hermione, and Ron find a three-headed dog. As they are trying to get away, they find a trap door and they fall through this trap door and they fall and they fall and they fall and they fall into some vines. And when they hit, Ron's like, woo, good thing these vines are here. So this is like a surface of vines. They're all sitting on top of it. And these vines, come to find out, it's called the devil's snare. The kids are sitting there and they are struggling, they're struggling back and forth and back and forth. And those vines are actually tightening around them. They are getting stronger and stronger and they're screaming and they're wailing and they're trying to get out. And Hermione remembers that all you need to do is relax. So she relaxes, she stops, she goes like this. And she actually falls right through and she is safe. And she's telling the other boys, you need to relax, you need to calm down, you need to stop struggling. And they just won't believe her and they keep going and they keep going and they keep going and they keep going. And those vines are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Hermione even says, you need to relax. And if you don't, it will only kill you faster. Kill us faster, great, now I can relax. As Hermione realizes that these boys are just not going to listen to her. They're going to continue trying to figure it out and struggle. She realizes the antidote, and the antidote is sunlight. These vines don't like sunlight, so she uses her wand and she does a little magic spell and sunlight comes through and the boys fall through. So you're probably like, what does this have to do with OCD, Nate? And this is how I compare the two. As these three kids fall onto these vines, I imagine that as their OCD. These vines are these OCD topics that just keep tightening around people, make them feel trapped. And whatever topic it is, whether it is POCD, HOCD, contamination, scrupulosity, ultimately, these individuals who have OCD want to figure out these topics. They want to do the compulsion, which the compulsion is try as hard as I can to understand why I have this OCD and how to get this anxiety to go away. So as these vines are the OCD and you are stuck in these vines, when we do the treatment of exposure and response prevention, it is as if you are completely relaxing, just like Hermione did, and you are going to be safe on the other side. You are going to fall right through and you're going to be all right. But it's going to be a tough process. It's going to be a lot of faith and trust that that's actually what you're supposed to do, even if you don't feel like that's the right answer. So vines, OCD, you are stuck in these vines. Doing the exposures allows you to get free. And there's also another important piece. Hermione urged them to stop, urged them to relax. They wouldn't listen. They kept trying to figure it out. So she did a compulsion. She used her magic wand. The sun came out, the kids fell right through. So what do you think they learned? They learned that I can continue to struggle, try to figure this out. Maybe I'll come up with a conclusion, maybe not. But guess what? Someone at the end is gonna save me. And so their brain learned that continue doing what you're doing because that compulsion worked. You screamed out for help. Someone came and saved you, they rescued you. So do that again next time. Doing these exposures are stepping closer to your fear, to the perceived threats, without doing the compulsions. So if you were doing an exposure, let's say you're actually afraid of vines. You sat through those vines and you're just like, oh, I love these vines. These are great. I'm just gonna swim through them. Maybe I'll make it to the other side, maybe not, but I'm not gonna control it anymore. And you're gonna feel anxious and that's okay. And you're gonna get to the other side because that's just what happens. The other side is less anxiety, less intrusive thoughts. You're gonna feel better, but you're not gonna feel better if you continue to struggle and to figure it out. Even the small compulsions that seem like they don't matter, they do matter. Even if you're like, no one's gonna see me do this compulsion right now, it matters to your brain. That's what matters the most. So when it comes to your OCD, are you the type of person that's gonna try to figure it out? Are you trying to gain certainty of some kind? If so, you're gonna struggle. These vines are going to tighten. If you're that person that's just gonna allow yourself to relax, go with the flow, stop trying to figure it out, don't do the compulsions, move closer to the threat, face the unknown on purpose, you have a better chance of getting better with your OCD. So next time you are going through a moment where you are struggling with your OCD, imagine this scene. Think about it. Am I the stubborn child that is just sitting in the vines, having them continually wrap around my body and I'm getting stuck? Or am I going to do the exposure and find freedom on the other side of it? So I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, let me know in the comments below. Also, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. I'm going to be posting videos every single week on different mental health issues. And remember, when it comes to OCD, it is your job to face the unknown. Hello, my name is Nathan Peterson and I am a wizard. Actually, no. There's an analogy. There is, oh my goodness, what would I do?